there, our business has grown. I became involved in the business in 1999. Back then we were doing about 1.5 million in sales, and we've grown and we've done some startups in between there. And so today we're really a conglomerate of 3 businesses, one being a rental division that we specialize in winter heat and construction projects, and we also have a distribution business where we sell products throughout Canada and now growing somewhat internationally. But our business has been focused on the farm market, is where it's originated in. And our sweet spot has somewhat slipped in between the traditional hardcore farmer and the rural home or the rural customer. So we do a lot of projects and work with properties that are rurally located. Examples of that would be garages or workshops, or someone has a private equine facility or barn they want to build, or a personal gym or an indoor court, all those sorts of things. So that's become our focus and our niche within the industry. Yeah, our industry's been constantly somewhat changing and evolving. Today, labor is very tough to get a hold of, very tough to get good tradespeople. Safety, of course, has become more paramount in construction, and so that's changed how we build. And so over the years, we've looked at how to be innovative, how to build with less labor in a safer manner. And in many ways, we trail other portions of the world. And so we've taken unique concepts such as mass timber construction that is used primarily in Europe and is quite mainstay. I've seen how it's been built. We've done some projects in Ontario in that fashion, and it allows us to build projects with much less labor, get a better building, and allow us to serve the customer with a building that creates an awesome environment for livestock or for a gym or those kind of things. Our management team is made up of, really it's a family business. So my father started the business, and then it went to 4 brothers, and now we're down to 2 brothers. And it took us a while to figure out transition within family, how to transition from one generation to the next, and then also how to work as a family business. And we've become more focused on how a business should run, and in that process that's narrowed it down to 2 partners that were dedicated and focused on the business. And so the 2 partners are currently myself, and I look after primarily sales and the growth of the business. That's always been my focus. And over the recent years, in making some of the changes, I've stepped back from sales and focused more on the management and finances of the business. My background comes from university education and business. I went to Wilfrid Laurier University. My partner and brother is Josh, and he looks after management of construction and the management of the processes within our business. So he coordinates what we call our backstage, or our team that quotes projects, designs them, and moves them into the construction phase where project managers take them up and go. So between the 2 of us, we work on the direction of the business. It used to be, of course, larger when it was more family involved, and we're looking to, in this next step forward, to add a 3rd really key piece to our management team, to also allow us to put someone in the team that allows us to keep it objective, bring some governance to it, and allow the business to grow. So a financial, someone to take the financial end of the business that would allow me to focus particularly on the growth and the opportunities that are in the marketplace, which is my strength. We also work with some key partners. There's a retired lawyer that I've had a long-term relationship with that has allowed me to negotiate our way through some of the changes we've made in our business, moving people in and out, changing through transition and share structure, and getting it set up for what we call our next growth phase that we're looking to currently tackle. Also work very closely with our accountant from RLB in Guelph, a large accounting firm, and they're helping us also move this plan forward in making it a well-rounded plan, keeping it balanced and allowing it to grow with the proper cash. And that's also one reason why we're talking about investments. Currently our market focuses on if I talk about the construction element of it, is Southwestern Ontario. We look at proximity for our trades to service us and our team to be able to service the project. But beyond that, as we've explored new opportunities, we've been able to grow our market. So we've been really looking at how to take mass timber, build barns quicker. And when we can build barns quicker, that also allows it to be more like a kit. And we can take the barn projects then and be able to build them in days rather than weeks, or weeks rather than months. And that then naturally expands our market, but maybe even allows us to sell to other contractors and builders and sort of tap into that. So we're not looking to be in the manufacturing phase. We're looking at really being in that internal point where we can connect with the customer, create designs, and produce a barn or a project that they can build. Because of the opportunities of our size of our business, we run currently about 50 people, and we've been quite well known and got a name for 45 years within the ag market. We often get opportunities to come knocking to us, and that's allowed us to tackle some of these projects. One of the current businesses that we set up was iBarn. In one year we were able to attain a large contract, and over a 3-year period we were able to make it into $1.2 million of sales and make it also profitable. That was just focused only on our domestic market. We've gone through a complete upheaval there also because of our supplier wasn't honoring his contract, and so we had to basically take a couple steps backwards. But the exciting part is we have some new products that we've developed, and now we're entertaining quite large deals outside of our borders, one in South Africa right now and one in Turkey. And we aren't limited anymore by a manufacturer's agreement. So there's some neat opportunities there to allow us to go beyond our domestic and southwestern market. And I'm excited to see barn kits maybe move domestically across Canada. It is a concept that's been done in the States, but the barn building kits, or the building kits in the States, are designed for their market and are often more like a do-it-yourself or low-end product, and we're looking at something that may be a little bit higher end. I would say some of our competitive advantages are our business is very strong on the people side. So we have a very cohesive team. They love working with us. We're able to connect with the customer very well, especially when we can take their ideas, which may be a little strange or a little out there, and sort of pull it together and tie it all together with what they're looking to accomplish. And certainly that also comes from the experience that we've had being in the marketplace, growing up in the marketplace, and our brand equity in I would say the rural construction market is quite strong. In terms of our track record, we've taken a business that started in '74. On our 25th anniversary, which would have been 1999, we were doing about $1.5 million in sales. And the last number of years, we've been combined with our businesses between $10 to $12 million in sales. So we've seen a significant growth there. We've somewhat plateaued and done that strategically because we needed the cash base to further grow, as well as we need to sort of organize ourselves from a corporate structure to continue the growth phase forward. And so that's a key part of why we're considering taking on an investor and making our business go farther. Sales and growth has never been really our barrier. There's a lot of demand for what we do, and I always say I can sell, or we can sell, but the challenge is to find enough tradespeople to put up the product. So that's why we looked at changing our method of building so that we can put through more sales and more revenue because we have less labor. And so that's been the goal. We've started up a number of businesses. One that we started and 3 years sold was a very successful business. And we've done the same with our Heat and Go business, which is our rental, what we call our rental division, but it's also focused on heat. That business has become debt-free and does a healthy 40% type returns each winter if the winters are normally cold. Our iBarn business, which is the distribution business, has continued to grow, and again looks like it's going to take off now as we start to establish ourselves with our own product and not hindered by manufacturing contracts. So the growth opportunity is what really excites us, and we are just somewhat limited by our cash base and to do that. So our vision going forward is that our business would continue to flourish, continue to grow and serve the market well with a quality product, do that somewhat innovatively and maybe even a little bit disruptively to the typical construction patterns that we're used to in the rural marketplace. But in many ways it's not that innovative. It's just taking ideas that are within our industry, maybe a little wider out. I think of in the West Coast, in BC, Oregon, California, mass timber construction is being readily used in even multi-story buildings just because of its ability to withstand forces from earthquakes, being fire safe, quick and easy to build, and the awesome impact that it has on the environment where it sequesters carbon and doesn't emit. So there's so many awesome opportunities to build differently, and it just hasn't been taken into our marketplace yet, and I see just an awesome opportunity to move in that way